Howdy friends! I'm Heather Pace and today I'm sharing 3 easy and healthy chocolate recipes that I think you'll love. I love them so much that you'll find at least one of these treats in my fridge at any given time. It's my favorite afternoon snack with a big cup of tea. I usually have more than one chocolate. I have a voracious sweet tooth. But anyways, this recipe is so flexible, you can adapt it to whatever you've got on hand in your kitchen, so it's really great. Hope you give them a try. Okay, I'm gonna hop in the kitchen and get to work. So to get started, you'll need a heat-proof bowl and a spatula set over a pot with a little bit of hot water in it. You wanna make sure that the water does not touch the pot. You'll also need a baking tray with some parchment paper on it, a fork, that's for the clusters, and then some little mini silicone cups, that's for the chocolate cups. There are a few different options though, and this is what I'm going to be using today for the chocolate bars. So this is all that I'm using here, but then you can also get little molds like this to make chocolates. You can do the chocolate clusters in a mold like this. You can also use this mold instead of the little individual silicone cups too. So it's totally up to you. Go out and find some cute molds that you like. For my chocolate, I'm using a mixture of really high quality chocolate bars that I have on hand, along with some chocolate chunks and some dark chocolate chips. So really use whatever you've got. Now I'm slowly gonna let my chocolate melt and I'm adding like barely a teaspoon of coconut oil. So I have about 2 cups of chocolate in here, but honestly, I never measure and I don't want you to have to worry about measuring either. Just throw it in as much as you want. More chocolate equals a bigger batch of treats. So my heat is on low here. We gently want to melt the chocolate. My chocolate's coming along, and while I'm at it, I'm making some tea. Who else loves tea and chocolate together? It's my favorite combo. My chocolate is melted. There's just a few chunks in here from the chocolate bar, like the almonds, but anyways, it's ready to go. The first thing I'm gonna do is my little silicone cups so that they can set in the fridge, and then I can move on to my other stuff. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of chocolate here, spoon it in, and just use the back of my spoon to cover the entire inside of the cup. Just like that. And I like to do 2 coats, so I'll chill this in the fridge and then I'll do a second coat. But yeah, simple as that. So now I'm gonna pop these into the fridge. Now I've gone ahead and divided the chocolate into 3. So this is gonna be used for the clusters, part of it's going to be used for the chocolate bars, and then I have just a little bit here that's gonna be on top of the cups. I'm gonna start adding all of my ingredients in. So some almonds, coconut flakes, and I like to play with the ratio. You can add as much or as little as you like here. So what I like to do is start stirring it all together, and then I can just tell if I like the ratio of the add-ins to the chocolate. Make sure to taste test along the way. Gotta make sure you like it. I'm doing way too much sampling here. Here's a close-up for you to see what the mixture looks like. Chocolate everywhere all the time. Guess what my secret is? Brown cloths when working with chocolate. This is the secret. Okay, so I have my fork here and it's time to make clusters. So I'm gonna put this back on my water over here and I'm gonna do my clusters. So I like a fork, you can use a spoon. Pop them in the fridge and they're not going to take too long to set at all. They're looking good. I think it's time to taste test one. What do you think? Perfect. It just keeps getting messier and messier. Next up, we're doing the granola chocolate bars. And for this, I'm actually adding in some granola. This is from a local company called Singing Bowl. Love their stuff. I'm gonna add in some Hippie Snacks grain-free granola as well, and some hemp seeds and goji berries. Here we go. Granola going in. The ratio is totally up to you. If you want more chocolate, that's cool. Here it is all mixed together, and I just want to eat it with a spoon right now. Spoon the granola in just like this. So good. Such a good way to eat granola, right? So that's a really high ratio of granola, and then I want to show you some that I made earlier in the week, and this has a much higher ratio of chocolate. I'll take a bite and show you. So you can see here, this is, I think, more of my ideal ratio of chocolate to fillings, but yeah, you can do either or. Now I'm doing the second layer in the cups, but I'm more so just building the walls here. So I'm filling the side with one more layer, not as much the bottom, because the chocolate does drop down into the bottom and it makes it quite thick. My cups are done, and now it's time to make the filling. So easy. The base for this is coconut butter and almond butter. And then everything else is totally optional here. So I'm gonna sweeten with some powdered xylitol. That's a low glycemic sweetener. I'm gonna add in some hemp seeds. Now these are all optional things. Some reishi powder, some maca powder, and some chia seeds. Here I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut butter and 2 tablespoons of almond butter as my base. And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of powdered xylitol. You can do coconut sugar, but I do recommend powdering it in a coffee grinder if you have one. I'm gonna put this through the sift just because it's kind of lumpy. 1/4 teaspoon of reishi powder going in, 1/2 teaspoon of maca, and I'm gonna do 1/2 tablespoon of hemp seeds. I'm gonna stir it all together. You wanna make sure that the coconut butter doesn't cool down too much or it'll start to harden up. So yeah, this is perfect. And do the imperative taste test. It's insanely delicious and I just wanna keep eating it. But it's time to spoon the mixture into the cups, just like that. You want to leave just a little space at the top for the chocolate. Okay, this is crazy. The filling fit 5 chocolate cups perfectly. How crazy is that? I had no idea. They've literally been in the freezer for only 5 minutes. Now the filling is firm and I can put my chocolate on top. So remember the chocolate that I saved earlier? Now it can go on. Little blob. Use the back of the spoon to swirl it around. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Look at that. I've garnished them with some coconut flakes, hemp seeds, and chia seeds. Chucky cups are ready. I just cut in and look what we have inside. I think it's time for a chocolate feast. For a softer, more creamy filling, I add maple syrup as the sweetener and add some water as well. Here's what the soft filling looks like. With the maple syrup and the water, and then again, here is the other filling. So you have 2 different options. Who can resist a big plate of homemade chocolates, especially when they're healthy for you? I hope you give them a try. Let me know in the comment section below and connect with me on Instagram where I share every day sweetly raw. Hope to see you next time. And now it's time to eat. Cheers.